it's the start of the month, so you know what that is. It's TBR time. Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. We are going to be picking my October TBR using a TBR jar. I've seen lots of other creators on YouTube use this. So I'm going to pick 6 pieces of paper out of my jar. Some of them have got prompts and some of them have got book titles. The colours have no correlation to anything. It's just I wanted to change colour halfway through when I was writing it. And I'm going to pick 6 and then find a book that matches that prompt or the book that it picks. So prompt number 1, we're going to give it a little shuffle. We've got a pink one and this says a book with a pink cover. Now the issue with me filming a video like this, I've got a bookshelf up here, I've got a bookshelf across from me, one over there and then one in the other corner of my room. So I've got 4 different bookshelves, none together, but I need a book with a pink cover. I've got 3 options that I would quite like to get to. So the first one I've got is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I finished the Carnival trilogy last month. But yes, this has got a pink cover. I really would like to get to this one this month, so this might be a contender. The next one is Things We Heard from the Light by Lucy Score. I read Things We Never Got Over probably this time last year, and it's like a small town romance book. It's a small town as well, so I think this could be a good one to pick from, but I'm not sure because it is chunky and I've got uni work to be doing. But that is a contender, and this is also on Kindle Unlimited. And then the last one that I picked up with that has a pink cover is Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. I think this came out probably about a year ago now, and it's a short YA romance book that's about someone that plays chess, I believe. I've seen loads of people talk about it, but I haven't actually picked it up myself yet. However, I think for this prompt, which is a pink cover, I'm going to pick Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. It's just a book I've wanted to get to for such a long time. I've owned this book for over a year, and then I realised it was like, you should read the other series before you read this. So yeah, first book is a pink cover and it's Once Upon a Broken Heart. So for the next prompt, we're going to pick it again together. Let's try and get a yellow one. Oh, I got a yellow one. And this one is Carrying On in a Series. Okay. Carrying On in a Series. I think I know which book I'm going to pick for this, and since I've been reading Daydream, I'm in a bit of a hockey romance mood, so I'm going to go grab a book. So the book I've grabbed for this it has a bookmark in it. I originally started this book probably 2 years ago now, and I'm only on page 38, so that's really good there. But it is the play by Elle Kennedy. I do have the old covers because they have come out with new covers, but I've got the old ones and I'm not going to rebuy a book I've got and I haven't read yet, and I don't know if I like with new covers, so we're just going to stick with the old covers for now. But I've got the play. I'm not really too sure what this is about, but I know it's part of the Bride U series, so it's a spin-off of Campus, and I believe it's about Hunter Davenport, and I don't know who the girl is, but he is the captain, I want to say, but he's been in the other 2 Off Campus books as well. But yeah, so book number 2 is the play. Time for book number 3. So I just picked this one out, and it says Out on a Limb. So this one is a book. So Out on the Limb by Hannah Bosom Young. It's still got the Waterstone sticker on it, sorry. But yeah, so Out on the Limb, I've heard really good things about this. I believe it's an accidental pregnancy trope that I'd quite like to get to at some point, because it does seem very interesting. And yeah, I've seen lots of people talk about this and rave about it, so yeah, I'm excited to actually finally get to this. And I haven't actually had this on my physical TBR for that long. Book number 4. So we're going to pick book number 4. Got another pink one. Ooh, and it's another book prompt, and this is The Brothers Hathorn. So I've got here The Brothers Hathorn by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have got the sprayed edges edition. Really enjoyed the Inheritance Games series, and this is carrying on from it, I think, or a spin-off. I'm not really sure, but I have also got The Grandest Game. But yes, we've got the Brothers Hathorn, and I think this is a perfect time to read this. Puzzly and twisty, but it's not a thriller. It's really hard to describe. It's more like puzzles and things. I'm hoping it will carry on from the final gambit. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this book this month. I hope I get to it. We've got 2 more left, so let's pick them out. I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit. I've got this yellow one. And this one, oh, it's another book prompt. But we have Consider Me, so let me go grab that. Now, I was saying I was in a hockey romance mood. Luckily enough, I got Consider Me by Becca Mack, which I believe is a hockey romance. I think he's in the NDL, so it's not college, it's more like adults. Yeah, so I'm excited to get to this. I've heard some really good things about it. Again, it's a book I've had on my TBR for quite a while now. And yeah, I just would quite like to get to it because I think 4 books in the series have now been released, and this being the first. So yeah, I'm excited to get to Consider Me, and hopefully I love it as much as everyone else does. Yeah, it is quite a chunky book, so I'm a little bit intimidated, but hopefully it should be good. And then last one, we've got a pick. I'm gonna shuffle. We've got another pink. Ooh, a new series. Don't know if you can read that. New series. Right, I've got quite a lot of series that I haven't even started yet that I'd quite like to get to. Right, I've got 4 books for this one. These are the 4 books. I'm quickly going to go through them. So I've got The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I've never read this. I think this is my brother's copy, but I don't think it doesn't look very loved. But I feel like I should read this because I feel like it's a classic, and I've never seen the films. I've obviously never read the books. So yeah, I think it'd be quite good to get to it. And it's quite short, but I think it's like dystopian. It's a dystopian fantasy, I believe, if I'm correct. But yeah, I've been wanting to get to this, so maybe I'll pick this one. I've then also got One Dark Window, which I've heard absolutely amazing things about. This is by Rachel Gillick. When people were saying that 4 Things their favourite fantasy book, people were like, no, One Dark Window is. And it is a gothic fantasy or romantasy. I believe it's just a fantasy. I don't know if I'm really in the mood for this yet. So we've got One Dark Window. I don't think I'm going to pick this one. And now we've got 2 really hard hitters that are really going to throw the cat and bunch of pigeons. We've got Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh and Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I know, I haven't read either of them. Really between these 3. 3 romances already on my TBR. I really want to read Binding 13, but it's such a task. And I was saying about how Things We Hide from the Light is so big, but I don't know. You can tell they're like, yeah. But I think it's time for me to finally read Binding 13. And considering it is the 5th, no, it's the 6th of October today, and I'm not even finished on my first book that isn't even on this TBR, because I should have done it so my first book was on this TBR for them. I'm just going to do a quick little summary of what is on my TBR. The first prompt and book we got was pink cover, and I chose Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. The second one we got was Carry On with a Series, so I picked The Play by Elle Kennedy, which is the 3rd book in the Briar U series. And then we got our first book picked for us, which is Out on the Limb, which I'm really excited to get to. 4th book was The Brothers Hathorn, which was another book given to us. And then our 5th book, which was the last book that was given to us, was Consider Me by Becca Mack, which is a hockey romance in the NDL. And our last book, which was the prompt, was New Series. We've got Binding 13. This is my TBR for October. Hopefully I can get to some of these books. Ideally I'd read all of them, but we're just going to have to wait and see if I can actually get to all of them or not. I'm quite happy with that. I think I've got some good picks, and I really enjoyed using my TBR jar to pick the books for me. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this. Hope you guys have also enjoyed this as well. Please show me some love. like it, subscribe if you want, comment down below what you're planning to read in the month of October. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.